Hey everyone, welcome back to Furious Cars. Today we're looking at something that's got the streets buzzing and the muscle car fans drooling. The all-new 2026 Buick Grand National. Yeah, you heard that right. The legend is back. Buick has finally decided to bring back one of its most iconic names. And trust me, that it didn't mess around. Before we dive into the sound, speed, and street presence of this beast, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and make sure you don't miss any of our latest car reviews and throwback rebirths like this one. Alright, let's go straight into the Grand National. The moment you see it, you know this isn't some soft reboot or concept car nonsense. It's got that aggressive, no-nonsense stance that made the original a street legend. The 2026 Grand National doesn't try to be too flashy. It keeps it clean and mean, just like it should. The front end is wide and low, with a blacked-out grille that stretches edge to edge. Slim LED headlights give it a modern touch, but the squared-off design pays homage to the original's sinister front face. It's got presence. You look at it and think, yeah, this thing means business. The side profile is all about muscle. Long hood, short deck, tight proportions, and thick fenders that hint at what's underneath. Buick added some subtle badging on the fenders and trunk, and those blacked-out multi-spoke wheels wrapped in performance tires just complete the look. Around back, you've got rectangular taillights with LED bars, a ducktail-style spoiler, and dual exhaust tips that actually sound like they're connected to something real, because they are. No fake engine noises here. Under the hood, this is where it gets exciting. The new Grand National comes standard with a 3.6-liter twin-turbocharged V6, making around 400 horsepower and 450 lb-ft of torque. That's already quick. But if you really want the full experience, you gotta go for the Grand National S-Type. That one bumps it up to 500 plus horsepower with even more torque. And yes, it's rear-wheel drive, with an optional all-wheel drive setup if you want the extra grip. No electric motors here, just raw, turbocharged power that punches hard from the moment you step on it. The transmission is a slick 10-speed automatic that's been tuned for quick shifts and downshift blips. There's no manual option for now, but the paddle shifters are sharp and the whole powertrain feels alive. 0 to 60 happens in around 3.9 seconds in the S-Type, and if you launch it right, it'll plant you in your seat just like the old days. But this time, you've got traction control and modern suspension tech to help keep things under control. Handling? Yeah, it's got it. Buick tuned this chassis with performance in mind. The suspension is firm, but not punishing. It grips well in corners, thanks to a new adaptive damping system that adjusts in real time. Steering is tight and responsive, and for a car that's this aggressive in a straight line, it actually behaves itself when the road gets twisty. You're not going to confuse it with a Miata, but it's more composed than most would expect from something with Grand National on the badge. Step inside, and you get a cabin that feels modern but still pays tribute to the car's roots. There's no overdone luxury here. Buick kept it simple and focused. The dashboard is clean, with a digital cluster that can be configured for performance stats, boost gauges, G-forces, you name it. The center touchscreen is big, responsive, and comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You've also got a proper performance data recorder built in, so you can log lap times or just brag to your friends. Seats are heavily bolstered sport buckets with Grand National stitched into the headrests. They're comfy enough for daily driving, but aggressive enough for spirited runs. The flat-bottom steering wheel feels chunky and has performance controls built in. Interior materials are a mix of leather, Alcantara, and metallic trim, with carbon fiber available on the higher trims. In the back, there's room for 2 adults, but this is definitely a driver-focused cockpit. Buick didn't skimp on tech or safety either. You got adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and all the usual driver aids. There's a 360-degree camera system, automatic emergency braking, and even launch control built into the performance package. It's a car that lets you go wild when you want, but still helps keep you from ending up on the evening news. Sound is a huge part of the Grand National experience. and I'm happy to say it delivers. The exhaust is throaty, deep, and has that classic turbocharged bark. There's a variable exhaust system that lets you go quiet in the neighborhood or loud at the track. No fake speaker-enhanced audio, it's the real deal. You feel the engine and exhaust, not just hear it. Now, what's really cool is that Buick isn't just marketing this as a heritage car. They're aiming it at a new generation who still want something visceral and fast, but also want the modern conveniences. It's old school vibes with new school execution. No gimmicks, just raw American performance with a touch of refinement. And if you're wondering whether it lives up to the name, I'd say absolutely. It might not be the exact same layout as the original GNX, but it captures that spirit perfectly. It's dark, fast, a little mysterious, and built to dominate the streets again. It's the kind of car that makes you glance back after parking it, just to admire what you drove. Expected pricing for the 2026 Buick Grand National starts at around $48,000 for the base V6 turbo model, while the high-performance S-Type version will hit closer to $59,000, fully loaded. And for what you're getting, performance, design, and legacy, it's actually a solid deal compared to what else is out there. So what do you think? Would you take the Grand National over a Charger, Mustang, or even a Camaro? Let me know in the comments. That's it for today's review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss what's next on Furious Cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.